Hey, good morning. It is Brent Abel here, webtennis.com. Another episode of 7 Around 7. Yeah, that's right. I played a little hooky yesterday, took a day off after 114 episodes in a row daily. Just woke up yesterday morning and just said, you know what? I got nothing really for you guys today. So figured it was a good day to take a day off. And I am back. Here it is, Monday morning, March 1st. California Desert, Rancho Mirage, the Mission Hills Country Club. Another beautiful morning on tap for us here. Hope you guys are doing well wherever you are. What we're going to work on today is I'm going to show you what my serve location percentage mix is. I'm going to make it very specific to the ad court in doubles and to a right-handed player. And we'll kind of talk about the other possibilities. But before we get into that today, a couple of things. Number one is, it's March 1st, and I'm just curious what your goal is for this month, for the month of March. What's the one thing that you want to work on? And I would make it really specific, kind of like what we're going to work on today. You know, whether you're playing singles or doubles, is there a certain match play situation? Not just, hey, I want to get a better topspin forehand in general, or I want to do this in general. Make it very specific. And what I would encourage you to do is to let me know what that one thing is that you're going to get better at during the month of March. You can either make it public with comments down below. You can privatize it by shooting me an email, brent@webtennis.com, or you can go ahead and just, if you're on Facebook, you can you can direct message me as well. And I promise to get back to you and maybe give you a little idea or two to help you make sure that if in fact you're going to commit to that thing for this month, yeah. So look, what else have I got? Guys, if you're really into becoming a better player, right? You're not just sitting on the sidelines kind of getting entertained, but really want to improve your game, then what I encourage you to do, if you're over on YouTube, is hit that subscribe button over there, and make sure that you also go to the notification bell and choose all so that you get notified whenever I upload new content, whether it's pre-recorded or like this. It's a 7 Around 7 live video. And then if you want to learn more about, and if you like this kind of stuff where we're talking about specific with doubles and serve location and that kind of thing, then hit the like button, because I got to know that every time you guys hit that like button, I know this is the kind of stuff that you want to learn more about. Obviously, it spreads the word out there to more players as well. And look, finally, guys, if you're into fitness, which is one of the five really crucial pillars of becoming a better player. Number one is technique. Number two is tactics. Number three is mental. Number five is experiences, right? Actually playing some matches where the results are made public. Could be league, could be tournament. But number four is fitness. And if you believe that fitness is an important foundation for you to become a better player, then shoot me an email, brent@webtennis.com. What I want to share with you is what I eat, what my diet is, what I supplement with, and what my training regimen is, to really be able to build better quickness, better endurance, and then also how to visually track a moving tennis ball a whole lot better as you're on the move as well. That's brent@webtennis.com if you want to know what I do in those areas. So guys, today let's talk about doubles, and I'm going to show you the mix, my percentage mix of where I serve to. And basically we've got three locations, right? We've got tee, we've got body, and we've got out wide. And in this scenario that I'm gonna tee up here for you is I'm serving to the ad court and I'm serving to a right-handed player, right? Which is probably the highest percentage of situations we find out there in doubles, right? A right-handed server serving to a right-handed returner. Now, look, if I'm serving to a left-handed player, these numbers are going to be slightly different. And these numbers will also be slightly different depending on that unique player's over their skill set, right? I mean, it could be that they've really got a nasty, nasty slice backhand return to serve approach, right? Or they've got they like to run around, hit that big forehand. So these numbers might change a little bit. let me go ahead and show you what I mean with the first serve. And so here we go. So, well, that says second serve, doesn't it? Let's get rid of that, and let's go back to the first serve. Oh, hang in there with me. Go. I think that's the one I want. Isn't that the one I want? Yeah. Okay, good. All right, so here's what I like. I like to go about 60% of the time to the body on my first serve. And the reason that I like to do that is because if I hit a first serve in play, which has got a little bit less a little bit less rainbow, right, than the second serve does, and really the difference between the first and second serves simply are just less spin, right? So in my case, I might put my toss a little further out in front, so I can't get such a direct swing path to be able to create more spin as I would in the second serve. So my first serve toss is a hair further in front, which means that I still swing up. I still have to have some spin, but I get a little bit less, right? So if I go to the body, I just kind of feel that I'm forcing that returner over there, wherever they are. And look, they may move their position on my first serve, a hair to the right or a hair to the left. That's fine. I'm going less to a specific spot on the middle of that service box, and I'm more trying to find them, right? And so that might change the direction of hair. But in general, I'm trying to go 60% of the time to the body to try to tie up stroke technique. And the reason I like that is because most players, let's be honest, most players' footwork, they're not super quick where they get out of the way, right? And I know a lot of you would say, well, if I go to the body, but it leaks out to the left or it leaks out to the right a little bit, I'm just going to their honeypot, right? I'm setting them up. Yeah, that's right. So you've got to practice this stuff in terms of being able to find a target above the top of the net that equates to the middle of the court, that would sort of tie up their stroke technique, whether it's forehand and backhand. And look, if I'm going to serve to the ad court, and I'm not really concerned if they run around it, and that's fine. I'll get some intel on that, and maybe I'll change my mix a little bit, my percentage. If they really love to run around their backhand and play that forehand, then maybe I'll do something different. But in general, I'm trying to keep them guessing. I'm trying to go 60% body. I'm trying to go 20% tee and 20% out wide. And when I go out wide on this first serve, I got to admit, it's probably got a little bit more spin than just a flat serve. And look, well, nothing's flat, as I said earlier. We got to have some spin on that first serve. And look, my mindset with this first serve percentage mix is that I'm assuming that the return is coming back, and that is okay. And right, we're just going to take it from there. Now, look, if I've got a partner who really likes to poach or loves to fake poach, and if I've got a partner who just static and stationary, doesn't do anything, I'm going to get in that guy's grill. I'm going to say, man, if you're not going to move, that's fine. But at least throw in a fake. At least be some kind of a visual distractor up there and do something. And so, but it could be that the mix changes a little bit if the guy says, I'm gonna poach on your first serve. Now, I'm still probably going to go to the body every time that the guy says that he's gonna poach. I just want to. I don't want to risk going. And I know, look, this goes against the grain of every coach out there says, well, if the guy's going to cross, you got to go up to the tee. Well, look, in this case, if I'm serving to the ad court to a righty and my partner says he's going to poach and I go tee, what am I doing? I'm setting up that forehand to technically be able to have a cross-court type of swing. And when I mean cross-court, I mean coming back to this corner here, right? From out here to the tee, going back. That is such a natural swing path. So I don't really go tee too much. Unless the guy says to me, I'm poaching and I want you to serve to the tee. Okie doke, here we go. But if he doesn't say serve direction, just says I'm going to poach in the first, I'm going to the body like 95% of the time if a poach is on. All right. So let's take a look at the second serve here, because my mix does change a little bit on that second serve percentage. And here it is right here. So second serve, I am going, make sure I've got the right, hold on for a sec here. Okay, we're good. We are good. I'm going 10% tee. This is assuming a right-handed player. I'm going 40% to the body, because I'm assuming that they're probably going to be able to get out of the way of that second serve. But sometimes this is going to change. Like if I've got a returner over there who loves to play an approach shot off that second serve, then I'm probably not going to risk the tee, which is going to put it right in there, because they're cutting down the angles as they step forward to return serve, right? As I go through my serving motion. So they're cutting down the angles. This is a tough one here, and probably not going to serve too often out here on that second serve if I've got a guy who really loves to chip and charge on that second return to serve. So, but mostly, if I've got a guy who stays back, going 10% tee, I'm going 40% body, and I'm going 50% high bouncer up to the backhand. And if they want to stay back and they want to run around it, I have no problem with that. I have absolutely no problem. In fact, I love it when, in here 40 or 50%, right? That's 90% of the time. And this guy who's a right-handed player, he runs around that backhand to play a forehand and loves to unload. I just absolutely eat up that situation. I love it, because I'm coming in and we've got them over here, at best for them in the alley, but maybe best for us, they're, on that double sideline. I absolutely love that situation. I've got a partner who I just beg is just fake poaching all day long, distracting. And then I'm coming in and we're looking for a ball where we can punish this guy for running around and playing that big forehand. And I'm hoping for pace. I'm really hoping that I get the ball somewhere in the transitional area and they're just starting to come back into the middle, right? So guys, those are my mixes on first and second serve when I'm serving to the ad court in doubles to a right-handed player. And again, this is all conditioned upon there are going to be some slight changes depending on what's going on over there, right? If I've got a guy who, as I mentioned, his guy just loves to play in that second serve, a great chip and charge backhand slice. We played some doubles with Tony Dawson yesterday, and serving to him, he takes that slice backhand on the second serve, and he'll actually run around the forehand a little bit if I play it down the middle, just so he can knife that thing. And he's just a master at it, and it's tough because the ball's coming with a little bit of heat. It's down at your feet, right? And you've got his partner looming in front of you, and he's coming in behind it, and you got to hit an absolutely perfect volley, meaning you got to keep it away from his partner, but you've also got to be able to float it softly, slow and low down to Tony's feet, which not easy to do. So I'll be honest with you. Most of the time, I'm playing more to the tee when I serve to him, and a little bit to the middle tee side. If I'm going to go middle to him. So again, these percentages changed by that opponent over there, and you can't get stubborn. You can't go, well, wait a minute, I'm hitting my big flat first serve of the guy's backhand, and he's just crushing it. Well, he's not going to do that anymore. I'm going to go in bigger. Well, now you missed the first serve. And so look, anyway, you got to adjust. You got to keep them guessing so they don't get a read on you. And obviously with your toss, you can have slight variations in the toss placement, but I'll sometimes put a toss where it looks like, oh my gosh, he's going out wide all day long on that. And I'll do it there, but I'll go to the other corner. Right? So ideally what you do is you develop a toss placement where you can hit all three of those locations and slightly different versions of the spin from first to second out of the same toss placement. Why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you keep them guessing that way as well? And I don't know any other way to get to that get to that skill by other than just practicing. I mean, you ought to be out there with a bucket or bag of balls, and I would say 50 balls a session might be the most. Unless you've got a nice, loose, ooey gooey, rubbery arm, and you can hit a serve all day long, and it doesn't start to tear up your shoulder. But if you're bringing too much grip tension or too much whatever strength on your serve, I would highly recommend two things. Number one is relax your grip, and then two, what I would tell you is to make sure that you practice the crap out of this thing. So, guys, that's it for today. Would love to read your responses down below in the comments section. I do promise to read and respond to it. You might have a question as well. Guys, that's it. As always, time to get out there, help someone else have a spectacular day. Guys, I'll see you again tomorrow.